So that is super important to take away the subsidies, because that impedes the development of the economy. They say, "Oh, we are going to reindustrialize United States." That is impossible, because industry comes from a word that means like you develop the capacity to produce more items, or more things. Even is with ideas, Is is a phrase in Latin, and the that means like when you like turn on a light, the enlightenment also comes with the industrial time. So it cannot have subsidies, because with subsidies each unit that you are going to produce is cost more. In this moment I subsidize each cappuccino that I sell, yeah and I did it to have the same, to rhyme with the Fed, and not make my price higher at a different time to the others, because even when we are supposed to be free, it has to be an order. Of course it has to be an order, because chaos, when you see chaos, you can is also order, so it's always an order. No matter what happens, is also an order. Always there is an order. So there is a lot of things that it have to be changed, like commerce is very important, culture, because you cannot have hypocrisy with the with life. Life can only be sacred, and that's it, and with the army, with the economy. And another thing that I want to say that is really important, and is the AI. Yeah, well, we are all managed through God, through AI, like they say, Dios. Yeah, the Antichrist operational system. And we have to start speaking about these things, because we are not a civilization of animals anymore. Not only a few of us are the ones that can have the privilege of knowing that now they are in higher dimensions, and they are allowing us to be able to speak and to know and to evolve in something better. So, the uh, till I know, the Pentagon is the one that managed that with the NSA. The model of the world, what every single human being is doing, everything that is happening here, for us to not be able to speak, for others person to speak. What are you going to do? What are the thoughts that you have on your mind at every second, at every moment? Yeah. Hmm? So there's no freedom in this moment. But we need to teach humans how to be free. Huh? Even though they have AI, even though they have control, they can learn to be free, learn to govern their bodies, not to have like a system that manage the human beings, because you cannot say we the people, meaning that the people, the persons are the devil, the people devil, and they invest all that power of that they have in the Congress, and in an election that they choose a president, when they are not being in insanity. They're like, you can make, they say, oh, for example, Biden is senile. Okay, but I think that, if you start like going down the rabbit hole, you realize that all the citizens are, just like clones, androids are. This is like a Jurassic Park. They don't truly exist. They are just in play, like a simulation, And you need to start waking up that people without being a you see, a revolution or anything, but to start the awareness and all of that, yeah, in the woke culture, not meaning LGBTQ, AI, or whatever, yeah, because that is a disrespect of democracy, you cannot do that. It's a And the far right say, oh, we are this thing or the other thing. Well, that doesn't have any value, because when you undermine the rest of the population, well, you are going to end up hurting yourself. That is basic. You need to win with everyone, because a president is a president for the ones against him, the ones that are with him, and the blacks, the Indians, the poor, the white, the bankers, the commerce, the industrialists, the older people, the elders, the veterans, the army, the police, everyone. And you need to start, well, at least my proposal is to start building something that everyone has the same, in common, like a company. Not because communism, but because we are also individualists, like fascism, manism, but we are also a community. So we need to improve our the things that we can do in, well, no one can. There's things that you have to do by yourself. For example, like being aware, like, yeah, building your own reality, your mental health, uh, your qualities as a leader, all of that. But there is also things that we have to make to build in common, in company, because we have that. We are unique, but we are also a community, you know. And this is for every single person to be unique, to learn how to be an individual person, not just a number on a system. Yeah? Because numbers on a system doesn't have rights, and are like the evangelics. They say, oh, and I want their vote, obviously. But some shepherds or pastors or whatever, they say, oh, surrender to God. So we are let Jesus Christ make your decisions, and in the case of USA, will be the Pentagon and the NSA. And we swear to, I work for the NSA. We swear to defend the Constitution of the United States. And that Constitution doesn't say that. In fact, that is against of the law, and that is recruitment, uh, well, against the United Nations and everything. Because every single person has the right to take their own decisions. And of course, believe me, I'm the one of the ones that make the other things happen. I'm a bad guy. But the thing is that every single Western person, a United States citizen, can be bad guy. Because if we say, oh, only the deep state can know what is better for you. Only the elite can know what is better for you. Only no. They say, oh, you are Cain. Well, I'm in the Disney movie as Cain. In the last movie of John Wick, in John Wick 4, I am Cain. That I make a duel with the Pope, and but it's the other way around, and that's because they wanted me to be Pope, and I said no because they didn't allow me to have a girlfriend. So the thing is that I don't have. They said that I'm Cain because my name is with Cano, my last name. It comes from coin, is Cain, or coin, the coin. No, no, a penny, coin. Yeah, Cain. And there is also the Bible thing. And I have envy. And I do not have any envy. Imagine. being a regular guy, being able to be architect of the whole world for a company. What envy do I going to have? Yeah, I have things that I do not agree with the way that I don't receive my wage and stuff like that, and that they don't respect my human rights and my human condition and a lot of stuff. But envy, no, 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 because you don't see how the things how I see, you know. And I am truly for the people, you know, because I know that I sometimes I see irresponsible ways of politics and economics and culture from the most powerful people in the world, you know. And I know there is not their fault because we have been evolving, you know. And yet for example, Biden is a person of very progressive thinking, yeah. Yet the boomers are bad, you know. They grow up in a war with the Soviet Union, where it was like at any second complete human annihilation. They had to control all humanity so they don't fall into a nuclear war and destroy the planet. And then the temporary measure became the new world order, you know. No human have a soul anymore. And we now live in a dark ages, the Matrix. And we need to wake up to that and to have the renaissance, but not through we are if we do what is right, if we do what is in the Bible, we are going to be saved. No, I don't know. I'm super Catholic and everyone's going to be a pope, but that is propaganda. It's prop agenda. It's the way that you make your agenda happen, and every single human being have the right to have that for its own, because that is what the Constitution basically says, you know. If you are, well, the owner of your country, you are the owner of your destiny, you are the, yeah, and that is what is how it's supposed to be done. Of course, it cannot be do one day to another because we have gone in the opposite direction for so long, and it's not their fault. It's that if you don't do it, the enemy will do it, and they will win. You know. So first of all, you need to be sure that you are able to everyone that goes against that, you are able to manage, and that is happening because I'm the proof of that. They even though that I capable of doing a lot of things, I cannot do it because, well, the Pentagon doesn't allow it, you know. Even when they know that is good things, they don't allow it because, well, I don't know. I'm learning, still learning, you know. The thing is that there is a lot of things that can be changed, and they are not in the lobby agenda that the donors make, you know. And of course, it's not the show of Trump, you know, because Trump is making a show for Biden to win, and he has to play that because if not, he goes to jail. Yeah? And of course, he's going to receive a lot of money for that. Yeah? And that is not fair with the people, with the democracy. That there is no candidate against Biden. You know, it's not because I don't like it. In fact, I do like him a lot. He is the one that doesn't want me to be with him. Well, I don't know why. Maybe because the other people want him to do that. And well, but still, so I can do it myself. So there is a true candidate, someone that is against, not against nothing. That has another, I say, in a competition, yeah. Another point of view, another ideas, another way of thinking, different, yeah. So I'm going to be that person, yeah. And I have a lot of point of view. Believe me, I've been working for the United States for 12 years. You know, baby USA. I well, I even dressed up like Byzantine. Everyone in the world when Trump won because we were going like the Byzantine to destroy the other part of the Roman Empire because we were collapsing and that were the only way of saving Rome. And well, the Byzantine went until 1917, when the Russia collapsed, and then all of this part of the USSR became that basically. When and we are that like serfs. That's why the evangelics say, "Oh, we have to be serfs of God." Those were the slaves in the Tsarist Russia. And well, Biden, his name is Joseph, like Stalin. And that ensures that we found the note on that. The thing is that Stalin didn't allow the the Soviet Union to fall in a recession in the Great Depression, and that's why they stagflated and collapsed because the first China and Japan and now India were the Soviet Union, and now it's happening to the United States. I apologize for the thing that well, I have the free speech that I'm allowed. We are living this world now. So that's what we are going to change. That's what we are going to change. That when we do something, when a person needs to do something, the whole universe conspire for the person that wants to do good to humankind, be able to do it. Not the other way around, because the human rights are prohibited. By the government. And because I also want to make sure that everyone knows that I'm the one to make a lot of campaigns here in Colombia and stuff like that. And I'm going to do it, and you are going to listen to me, to listen my views and everything, because a gang of criminals use me and don't want to pay me and want me to appear like a nobody and to force me to be one way or the other. And I want to make sure that everybody can see that is not true. Because I work very hard. I work in my dreams. I work in day at night. And I know Biden do also the same thing, and a lot of persons, like for example, Hillary, Obama, Well, most of the champions of the United States have like AI brains, and but it's difficult, because now there is like massive brainwash, to the population. And when you brainwash, you have to have two things. One thing is you break the equilibrium, the mental equilibrium, and then you apply mental equilibrium to the population, and that is communism. We need to stop that, and the far right is so far from that, and the Democrats in this moment, I am not going to say that they want to do it, but the thing is that if they don't do it like the far right do, they are not going to win the presidency, and that is not fair with the people, with the citizens, with everyone, with the soldiers, with the agents, with anyone, It has to be different. It has to be something good. In this moment, we have the power over everyone in the world, no matter if that person think that is against or not. Everything, all the world. So if that is true, why not to do something good, because short term is winning to long term, and the thing with the boomers, I respect a lot the elders because I grew up with my grandmother and my grandfather, but the thing is that their lifespan doesn't allow them to see, to want things for them in the future. So there are things that they just do it because they don't fucking care, excuse me, yeah, but they don't care, yeah. But we millennials, we do care because it's the future of our families, yeah. Is the future if we want to have a family, yeah. Is the future if we want to have grandsons. The boomers already have grandsons, is the future if we want to develop, yeah. The boomers were born in a developed country, yeah. Now the United States is not a developed economy, yeah. The USD, United States dollar, has an empire worldwide, and there are some parts of the world that are industrialized, yeah? But the United States in this moment is not industrialized. Is the army of the world and has the currency of the world. But if he wants to be an industrial, is nothing anymore, yeah, because it's stagnated. Yeah? So now the new thing is digital. Yeah? The digital is what has to be developed because the industrial is going to be part of the digital in the near future when we can like make the energy like we can create things with the energy, yeah. And there's a lot of things, the net zero, for example, budget, the net zero economy, and all this stuff. And they say, oh, we have a plan for that. Well, you don't know, but we already have a plan, and everything is seen by the Congress and the committees and stuff like that. And there is top secret, and yeah, there is a plan, but there is a plan that there is not taking into account the population, because if you see why you need 10 million persons, if you need 10 million people, you should say, okay, we need to have a massive program to raise babies here, but they are not doing that. In fact, what they are doing is, oh, let's make everyone gay, let's cut all the balls that we want or can, and or both, and let's import more of the people. And that is like, well, I don't know. I mean, it's okay, because the other countries are getting deflated and depopulated, and you can absorb that people, and yeah. But the thing with the multicultural empire and stuff like that, it is not the problem of respecting other culture. It's not the problem of respecting other religion. It's not the problem of respecting other people. The problem is not respecting the lives that already exist, and you are, because if you are an alpha, you are not going to allow the other alphas to develop, because they are going to be a possible problem in the future, yeah. And that, well, and that is against the Constitution, yeah. Every single human being, alpha, beta, gamma, theta, omicron, uh, b, whatever, yeah. There's a lot of different types of humans, like the knowledge of how we used to be humans, yeah. And that has to be taught in the schools, not gender identities and stuff like that, but what we are, yeah, what we are. And the people to know, and they say, oh, everybody knows that, yeah, well, but if everybody knows that, so better let's say it on the schools. Let's say to the school that the teacher say to the students, we are not uh, capable of governing our bodies. Our bodies are being governed by the 4G and 5G and the satellites. Yeah, we have we are observers of our life, but we have the power of intention. We have the power to be aware of that and start creating our own reality. And I am going to teach you how to do it. And we raise the human beings, free people, yeah, from babies to elders, free. That is the idea. What Biden says that not in any other country was built on that idea. Now we don't have that idea. Yeah. So what I want is for those words to be true and not only a campaign. Yeah. Because believe me, I make campaigns not just in Colombia. I helped doing the Trump campaign also. And well, I made a lot of other not campaigns but elections for people to win or not win, to be elected and not elected, and coups and a lot of stuff different in the world. And well, I more or less have the idea of what is good and not good for the people, and you work a lot with that. Well, you know, but what what is in the good of one nation or not, and I want to be what is best for USA. You know? What is truly best for every single human being. You know? And for the ones that made USA to have the power, because I respect that, because you cannot be against like the creator of the idea, no, because you cannot be like more popist than the Pope for saying like that, yeah. To respect obviously the American elite, the American champions, the American industrial, the American bankers, the American army, the intellectuals, but to find a way, yeah, to make everything works. And believe me, I know what is sacrifice. I have given my life away, and it has been hell. Yeah, tortured 24/7, all day, all night, dreams, in life, being able to see how the people you love are being managed like robots against you. Yeah, and they talk to you like be having echoes of what you say, you know, to them before, so they showing you the power that they have over your family, over your friends, over everything, that they can take everything from you and stuff like that, you know? I know what is that, yeah. I know why the families are being broken. I know what is happening, yeah. I want to change it, and I want you to believe in me. Give me your vote so I can change that for you, and we can do it all together with the information available for everyone, and with the army defending this hemisphere, we defending the hemisphere, every single person here with the army. Okay? A true independence of thought. Yeah? Obviously under the constitution, or under the flag, and under everything. Yeah? Respecting the constitution. Then with the meanwhile, I'm going to say something as in this time that we are not well, we don't have fully like regulated the AI, the knowledge, everything that is just coming out of everything that is like 70s technology, all the AI and stuff, and is getting out to the population, but that is the from the 60s and 70s. And if you have a kid in your home, take your gun, put it into key, okay? Because now we don't know the the I am for the having guns, you know, for the people to have a way of defending itself. Because my God, If you don't defend yourself, the people are going to believe me. Yeah, I am. I am. But take your guns, put it into lock your guns. You know, in a safe place. So if they induce your kids in dreams, in they manage your kids or everything, they don't make your kids commit a mistake that they are going to regret. Okay, because they take away your kids. If your kid is an alpha male, if your kid is supposed to make something in the future and they see the possibilities out there, and he is going to be someone that is going to be someone in life, and they don't, yeah, they fuck your kid, they fuck your family, they fuck you. Okay, so you want to defend your things like this. If you want to defend your kid, take the guns and put it in a safe place. Okay, but have it in your home to defend you and your family. Yeah, I'm pro Second Amendment, but we need to be aware that that is happening. Okay, thank you very much. God bless America.